Man, when afraid, man in the wilderness, so I go on. There, you know. Yeah, man, but there, man. See where I go on, man. Hey, people, good night. We should have said good evening first, good night, good morning, good afternoon. Can I go around, you know? I go around, you know? Evening, night, morning, afternoon, you know? Green, white. Can you know what things set already? All right, so here it is. This very important. Me don't want to touch justice, but me don't want to ask about a young lady the way she did attack, you know. Me I drive the white Benz and them thing there, you know, because your wife know them thing there. Me want to know about SSN and your thing. So remember, me have your file. Me have your file. No easy neither. Me have your file, man. Yes. So me want to ask you, me soon go ask about that, but to Dawes, we see them release something with Dawes. Yeah? With them poisoning. I never tell nobody, just one name I had. Chief Medical Officer for Jamaica. I doing thing and enter politics. That means I'm not a politician, you know. Just to serve. And I kind of think I reach it bad. So let me start this. I'm a point. Let me tell you something before anything. Let me tell you this. Members said we know who attempt the poison. So Dawes, if you are listening to this, remember, the we know who attempt the poison. Remember, me have files. You won't even believe. Me know you hear this, you might have say, if me ever run down and get someone down, and who do this? And by the way, you are going to the foolishness. Remember, me have to go to me talk right now, you have to prison, you know, because you do some things where it's not right thing. Me, I tell you this, you know. You who am listening, if me chat right now, the place turn over. Be careful of yourself. Tell me, I tell you. Last one in me, I give you. Nobody feels me have your file, I have it. Yes. All right. But I'll listen with Dawes. I said, but let me just start the show now. Start the show now. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The man that will list this, you know, not night for me, you know. You know, you are false, not night. Don't be hide for me. Me have the file.
We in lump sum, we a beat it till they are my bane. We now make them get in and them and again. None of them boy, we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomber them.
Not a Judas, them a backstabber. I'm my wife and this straight beauty and glamour. No guy can walk to name me with no dagger. Make the heart of Mandela, but the mind of a Zama in the mold. Like a bull man, we send us the jammer. Lyrically inclined, be a metaphor, so no listen to lyrics line to line. Become a lyrical phaser. Put up in everything, they load some boy all in a head.
Yeah, man, keep it between one even, and it's no tabloid. No tabloid. Tell me now with me, I have no file. Be careful of me, you know. Yes, be careful of me. When me have fling file, me fling file, and get out the file. Me tell you some 40 years ahead of them, you know. So here it is. This is something come out of the paper today with Dawes. Dr. Dawes attack, Shadow Cabinet Minister. We can't tell him this. Listen to me. If you watch me now, Dr. Dawes. Have somebody can send this to him now. You say something on this. Me even know the restaurant, brother. Me know who behind the poison we are. No, and when you say go meet somebody, me know who you gonna meet to. Of course. Me know. I believe me have 5 on them too. Yeah, me have 5 on them. Yeah, man, me have 5 on them too, man. Yeah, man, believe it or not, man. So when me hear it, nobody feels something on me. Remember when the submersible imploded upon itself? People I say blue blue pan America say, yeah man, me when it imploded, man. We have the thing, we have it, man, no time and everything. I remember in a Russia the other day when before the terrorist attack, I hear them call from in America, they call them over there and say, yo, we're not gonna get a terrorist attack over here. And I say, even the adversary, we have to warn them still, they're gonna have a terrorist attack. And that and that and that and that. Be this. We have the fight. So me here we say what we have the fight. But so make you know we have the fight. We are watching over some things. Yeah? Hear this. Let me play Dr. Dawes and really hear this. Yeah? Yes. Hear this.
Came into politics just over a year ago.
A year.
There have been personal attacks. There have been economic attacks where my business partners were advised not to do business with me. I lost contracts. I had permits held up until they said, Dawes, we have to let you go. And then the permits were approved.
You hear that?
I have...
Hey, you hear them kind of thing, people? Just enter politics and you are going with him. Eh? Permits held on all this out of order, do you know? Yeah.
Listen to bloggers drag my name in the dirt. I have listened to lies being spun about me, and I have had to learn, as Kennard say, you have to have alligator skin in this politics thing. But I look at it as a process. I really never wanted to share why, but I believe you all need to know the battles that I have been fighting silently. A year ago, I was invited to a meeting, and I had gone with a member of my team, a female comrade, to accompany me to that meeting. Said it was a private meeting, so she waited outside. I went and met one-on-one with someone.
And say, Dawes. Me tell you, if you say that kind of thing imploded, believe me, me know who you met. Me know who you met. Me have fight on them too. Me have fight on them. Not good, not clean. You have to this. Our people can tell you about me, I tell them me have fight on them. And the boss them file in the night, yeah. Them run like a thief, because it's a bad on them. Believe it. Me hear this, and me have to come do it. Because me have fight on them. Remember, you know, me tell you, say, anywhere you're there, you know, certain place and a place, you know. If I hear me say, me not do tabloid, me not do it. And you listen him, you know who you met with. You might have surprised him to them and say, fight on them. We can't listen.
We're there for about an hour. And then when we're leaving, he went and spoke to someone at another table. And then he came. By that time, my friend had said that she had ordered some food. And he came and we said, no, leave it. I'm late. I have to leave. And he said, no, man, wait for the food. And don't worry, I'll pay for it. We got the food, and I was dropped.
You know, so me I know at the restaurant thing go. I just see me have been filed for you, you know. You have to file for this. We might talk, of course. Yeah.
Oh no, she said, my MP, you don't eat.
Let me just play about this. Yeah, man. You have to
I said, no, leave it. I'm late. I have to leave. And he said, no, man, wait for the food. And don't worry, I'll pay for it. We got the food, and I was dropping out. She said, my MP, you don't eat from morning, better you eat it. Dropped her home. And I was eating the food. My throat started to tighten up. And I couldn't breathe properly. And I called some friends in the police and the university hospital, and I ended up at the university hospital that night. The next morning, reporters kept calling and they kept asking about the woman who was rushed to the hospital. Because the plan was never for me to eat that food, it was for her to eat that food, and they were hoping that I would be rushing a dead female to the hospital, and the scandal that ensued would destroy my name. And then the police,
No, if it is name, she was not double agent. Not she. Not she. The whole of this, it may tell us me a file. So, you know, see what I'm saying? Them did get the food to eat the food. So in the Russia, and then people from the paper calling and I asked the woman when rush, them know say him eat the food. And it sick him. As a doctor and friend them take care of him and you know, sick him himself throw the tight up and everything. And them things you know she eat and yet till the paper grab her whole of it. You see the setup? So the same setup, me infiltrate all of that, you know, so me have them fire. Me I tell you, me have the file. Me have the file about all of this. Me I listen it. Me have it.
reporters kept calling and they kept asking about the woman who was rushed to the hospital. Because the plan was never for me to eat that food, it was for her to eat that food, and they were hoping that I would be rushing a dead female to the hospital, and the scandal that ensued would destroy my name. And then the police, every time I spoke to senior members of the police, reporters would be calling with the same information I gave the police.
Listen again, your Jamaica police work. You were not saying go ahead. Every time I spoke to senior members, reporter calling with the same thing when tell the police. You understand? You hear this? You hear this? You hear Jamaica run. That have a clean up. Yes. No, we're going, me know that, listen, me know who behind this. Me have them file. And that, if you listen, me can tell you this, me know the restaurant where you go. Me know who you meet. And me know who set up this. Tell me, I tell you that. You know, me not do tabloid around here. You know, right? All right. Now you hear this about the police, then? All right. Let me go and listen.
Because the plan was never for me to eat that food, it was for her to eat that food, and they were hoping that I would be rushing a dead female to the hospital, and the scandal that ensued would destroy my name. And then the police, every time I spoke to senior members of the police, reporters would be calling with the same information I gave the police.
Senior member of the police. But they can't trust even the police of Jamaica, we trust. Yeah, the police force said, man, clean up to you know them. That's a foolishness. You can talk to a senior member now, and when you look reporter call with exactly the same thing. You think not private again like what false say. All this all them forget charge for all them foolishness. Yes. But go on listen. But listen apart again with the police. And that's why I say people afraid to give information because this is what I want, it I want too long. Saying? Yes, can't talk for them. You have to be careful of yourself. Hear this.
It was for her to eat that food, and they were hoping that I would be rushing a dead female to the hospital, and the scandal that ensued would destroy my name. And then the police, every time I spoke to senior members of the police, reporters would be calling with the same information I gave the police. So I knew this was not a plot from Southeast. This is something bigger. And I purposefully kept this from the leadership of the party and everyone, my family in particular. But I think you ought to know that there's a group of people who will not stop, even if it means murder of an innocent, not to destroy me, but they need to destroy my name. And that is what I've been up against. When the results came back, I'm a fit man, I exercise, I ride, Oh, and by the way, I heard my counterpart, Dr. Tufton, was in an accident. I reached out, I expressed my sympathies and hope he gets a speedy recovery. When the results came back at UE, it showed that I had liver and kidney damage. By that time, I had gone to SAB because I was feeling better. And I repeated the blood test there. It showed the liver and kidney damage, but it was improving.
So, man, you get liver and kidney damage. I mean, me have them file, you know. Who do this, you know? Me have them file, hey, Dr. Dawes, this is me. You don't believe, hey, me tell you, you know, seem like, hey, me had the win, you know. Me had the win. Me had the win. You see, seem like, oh, the submersible imploded. America, the submarine pick it up. Because the Martin Brewer and them say, man, it implode and give them the time. I like, well, I saw me out there. I pick them from my radar too, you know. I say, hey, I tell you, I'm out like individual. You, it may open my mouth like noon in the night, yeah. The trouble way in it unbelievable. Yes. And what you think me have it? Me have it straight now. Me have everything when I come in and everything. I have it, man. Yes, man. Now watch you, man. See? Remember, you know, because when me I go off, remember there is nothing to stop me, you know. Yes. Yes, man. You understand? So, yes. So, maybe just a one, you have to say you have been watched. And you don't know when me got, and listen, you don't know when me got attack you, you know. I'm thinking about everything on the table. Maybe a man in. Maybe 2 days from now. Not 3 when the Titans come on or something. But you have to be careful of me. Come and have that file when they start about. I'm more Dr. Dawes, more you know, say, this way they start about, I have the whole of the file. I want you, Dr. Dawes, to know this. Yes. You understand? Yeah, man. Me have them file. Me have them file. Hey, me drop the file right now, people. Me not ask. The place turn over. Me not the tabloid. Yeah, me not the tabloid. Other people are caught up in that. Come have the whole. You see that come here, I look on the van the other day. When me look on the van, remember the van when I say, oh, the youth and I'm not saying so. And then you see that youth and them lead to a man and a one year. And then you see them lead after other people. And some have them same way, you know, same way. That's why the same way me have them. They lead to this and this. So another one person, but the main person, the main character, they see where it leads to and everything. Yep, you have it, man. Having 5 minutes. Yep, they drop it, man, it's shit, mash up the place. You see? Yeah, man. And Dr. Dawes, me I tell you this. This will happen to you, me have your file. And believe it or not, me know who you're going to meet. And you can't trust somebody, hey, and be careful where you eat and anything that better. You go here, go cook here. Yes, next time. Yes. Same? Careful of them. Can you imagine somebody come to serve now, you know, chief medical officer for Jamaica or something, don't it? After some of them hospital, they have, you know, research and anything, then I go through that. Okay. The center, you know, politics. We see dirty politics, you know, you have to draw them up and make them know, say, hey, I want to watch yourself, because we are watching, you know, not distract yourself. Yeah, man, we live on the radar, nothing I miss. Nothing. And by the way, yeah, man. Yeah, man. All right. By the way, no, hey, Dana, I can confirm some things to you. I can confirm some things to you about that, but I'm not gonna talk about it. No. But you just write me something and I can confirm some things. No WhatsApp. I can confirm some things to you, you know, if you know what is what and what, you know. Yeah. You see me I say? Yes, man. You understand? Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Hey, who this asks, are you do what? Yeah, go outside. Go brush your teeth. Go outside and come back. When you can't come in back, you know, have the manners. Go outside. You too stink. Oh, I use right. That's it. Yes. Yeah, man. You go outside. You have to boy. Yes. Oh, what happened to that piece of shit, man? Yeah, man, we don't play around here, you know. No, you know, so we not shield people around here. But we have a whole investigation thing. I'm a file. Because I make the doctor knows me have that file. Yeah. You understand? You him shield it, but you don't know what's me have the file. Because I like, we build file. See, now, all right. For me tell you, all right, let me show you something. Let me show you a file. Let me show you what a file I know. I run through a quick pick of file. Me see that bats. Me see bats move the FSC. Bats, Me see bats move the FSC. And give it back to them people that do some little things. And bats, you see your little thing now. Me don't want to open a file for you, You understand? And me just open one file and make you go talk to you. Yeah, the file I want to open for you. Yeah, me have a file I want to open for you. Yeah, the file I want to open for you now. Me now go open, me have more than one file for you. So me now open a file. Yeah, the file I have open for you, Justice Bass. You used to drive a white Benz. Eh? Yes, you used to drive a white Benz. Yeah, and you date a girl in our community. Named Candice, don't it? You know you have your wife and your kids, them and them thing there. Yes. Yeah, up in our community, I'm wanting to. Don't it? I date a young and them thing there, don't it? And you want to start running up on some things when you should bat. But just like you, I try to show you, say, be careful of me, Be careful of me. If you know what you do, then you have to have a white Benz and when you go check out, don't it? You want to give some run by yourself? Be careful of me in about. Let me ask you something. Let me ask him something. What you know why you the man thing? Me just call one name, not two name. So you can't deny when me ask Mr. Candice. But me not going into the details. Me just give him a little thing and tell him say, yo, why that? Move the FSC by the regulator. Say SSL. You know, for that be a corruption and be a sitting, But just like your wife the homework for the video and sheet for the time being. Come ask some other question, because you have to have file and you are open to your file. See? Yes. You understand? Why do that? With so much money, 31 million Ghana and all kind of thing. Why do that? A big P and all kind of thing. Why do that? But Zane, why do that? Bless up, man. Bless. Yeah, man. Bless her. See? Why did I do that? Yeah, you're working, say you do some inside work now when I do some foolishness. I will watch you, I will think about everything, but listen. Don't draw me out back. Be yourself, don't draw me out. Mind what you're doing, because the people them forget back their money and that kind of thing, and don't go cover corruption. Don't use it and cover corruption. Yeah. You see me I say? Don't use it and cover corruption. Don't do it. We're not playing with you. Let me show now. Before me even done with them, let me show them a throwback video with Ducky Simpson. Yes, I have Ducky. My book about throwback video we have, Yes. Ducky Simpson, watch out.
Island. Getting ready to go and kick one more. Until about 20 minutes left for stage time. More big up some minister of government, The new ministers of government. Big up Foot Eye, Minister of Culture. Big up Magic Boy, mentally sick Mataran. Minister.
Knock it and beat them. See? Hey, man, I'm good, man. I'm good. Me just do something, man. Just watch me I do. You're good, man. Let me just play a famous Ducky Simpson, man. I'm playing a famous
Rhode Island. Getting ready to go and kick one more. Until about 20 minutes left for stage time. More big up some minister of government, The new ministers of government. Big up Foot Eye, Minister of Culture. Big up Magic Boy, the mentally sick Mataran, Minister of Tourism. Big up we alone son, the Minister of Security. Jamaican people.
Yeah, you're right, Ducky. We have to get back in good, more good man. Eh? Yes. You see me, I said, my good man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You see me, I said, so my good man. Yeah. See? Yes. So my great man. So when some minister for when we hear again, yeah, Ducky.
Big up we alone, son. Minister of Security.
Yes.
Jamaican P, you may have turned the commissioner of police. Lock up them boy, we wear them pants off of them ass. And them girl we are skin out and a
Ducky, big up yourself. You're black hole. Yeah, man. Big up yourself. You understand? But for big up yourself. Because me, when Ducky said no, me and Minister of National Security, you're right, so me are acting at that capacity. Okay? I'm acting in the minister. So yes, so we are dealing with that and now because we have to secure. As we said now, we have the information. Yeah? In the music world, and Ducky that's a Minister of National Security, so we have the information, so you know. We have to use it and beat them. Eh? What I say? We have to beat them, man. But let me tell you something, Dr. Dawes. As I said before, you have to just be careful and not more to eat and them things. And good say come up and talk because we have the thing. I mean I watch everything around you, you know. I'm a matter of fact. If you link me, I can give a rundown at some things. If you just think me, let me give a rundown at some things. You understand? Yeah, man, link me and I give a rundown some things. And you see, and you check out some things. I can give a rundown some things. See? Yes. Yeah. So you have to just be careful, yeah? Yes, man. See? You have to have them file, you know. Yeah. And you see the police, you have to be careful how you talk to them too, because you see that alone chew off, because you cannot talk to them about something and then you have people from media who repeat the same exact thing. That's dangerous. Yeah. See? Very dangerous. Hey, people, let me tell you again, you know, let me tell you this. It's coming that, you know, that you have one of them new sub and if you just touch, the whole thing just not. If me touch so zoom, it not well. With ease. Yes, man. Yeah, man. So you touch something, it not well. You know, foolishness, you know, put us foolishness. You just have them thing, then you run through it. And you see where I go on and you say, Dr. Dawes, you need to link me. I want to show you some reality right there, sir. You need to link me. Yes. But if you get in touch with me. Yes. Because I show you one and two things. See? Yes. You understand? Come out for thing or two file, you know. Yeah, man. No, me not talk to him, yeah, so yeah, what he want to link me. You know, yeah, if somebody tell him, if Dr. Dawes, if you watch out who send this for you, you need to link me. You need to have a talk with me. Yeah? I'm going to show you something. You're ducking, but ducking him saying, you know what I'm saying? Yes, man. Yes. Loans, so you're on the national security. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yes, so we deal with it. But are we there? See? Keep the thing secure. Yeah? Yeah, man. you know. Now me just give them someone, I give him someone and come soon come deal with film case. And the film case. But to me I do, you know, me I do the Shala Cabinet Minister case right now. You know, me I do Alfred Dawes case. Yeah. We might talk this, you know, me can't tell him, say, listen, more I show you some things. I have to show him some things. You understand? Yes. So you know, so when I step on, I have to know no step on everything, you know. That's how great, you know. That's how it go. Eh? Yes. So you just come in politics just a year, you know, the cover year. You're not a politician. You have to know where you are step, you have to know where you are doing everything. That's how it go. Yeah, man, me had the win, man. Remember this now, man. Yeah. See? Someone has show him some things. Yeah. No, man, me say, me no, when me record, just listen, me, man, anytime me, just, you me just say, listen, me a file. You know, come tell me, say, why, remember, I need this, you know. Yes, I need this. When me attack, me a fight front of me, you know, me say, my boss, them file of people run like thief, you know, like thief. See? What you mean? Please turn over, man. So me a file, man. So me a tell the same doctor can say him scare up, him say something about him lungs and something, and yes. They don't get affected, right? Okay. That's the need for him. I give him a rundown. I give him a rundown. See? So I need for the what? Link me. Yeah, man. I give him a rundown. I play it back. I play it back again. And listen it again. Yeah,
To politics. Just over a year ago, there have been personal attacks, there have been economic attacks, where my business partners were advised not to do business with me. I lost contracts. I had permits held up until they said, Dawes, we have to let you go. And then the permits were approved. I have listened to bloggers drag my name in the dirt. I have listened to lies being spun about me. And I have had to learn, as Kennard say, you have to have alligator skin in this politics thing. But I look at it as a process. I really never wanted to share why, but I believe you all need to know the battles that I have been fighting silently. A year ago, I was invited to a meeting, and I had gone with a member of my team, a female comrade, to accompany me to that meeting. Said it was a private meeting, so she waited outside. I went and met one-on-one with someone. We're there for about an hour. And then when we're leaving, he went and spoke to someone at another table. And then he came. By that time, my friend had said that she had ordered some food. And he came and we said, no, leave it, I'm late, I have to leave. And he said, no man, wait for the food. And don't worry, I'll pay for it. We got the food, and I was dropping out. She said, my MP, you don't eat from morning, better you eat it. Dropped her home. And I was eating the food. My throat started to tighten up. And I couldn't breathe properly. And I called some friends in the police and the university hospital. And I ended up at the university hospital that night. The next morning, reporters kept calling. And they kept asking about the woman who was rushed to the hospital. Because the plan was never for me to eat that food. It was for her to eat that food, and they were hoping that I would be rushing a dead female to the hospital, and the scandal that ensued would destroy my name. And then the police, every time I spoke to senior members of the police, reporters would be calling with the same information I gave the police. So I knew this was not a plot from Southeast. This is something bigger. And I purposefully kept this from the leadership of the party and everyone, my family in particular. But I think you ought to know that there's a group of people who will not stop, even if it means murder of an innocent not to destroy me, but they need to destroy my name.
And people believe it or not, you know, I have the group, I know the group too, you know. Where am I talking? I tell you, say, I have the file, I have it. You need to contact me, I have it, man.
That is what I've been up against. When the results came back, I'm a fit man, I exercise, I ride. Oh, and by the way, I heard my counterpart, Dr. Tufton, was in an accident. I reached out, I expressed my sympathies and hope he gets a speedy recovery. When the results came back at UE, it showed that I had liver and kidney damage. By that time, I had gone to SAB because I was feeling better. And I repeated the blood test there. It showed the liver and kidney damage, but it was improving. And that cemented everything that I was poisoned.
Poison. Poison. And you hear him say, them, and woman, you know, she that go home, you know, she that end up something and then in that get, you know. Yes. They have this. They have this. Same? I have it. They have it. Same? Yes, man. So we're going to reach out to him. You have a talk and make yeah, man, me get one and two little page out of my thing and show you so what have the thing. Have it, man. You know, me have the file. Tell me what, let me tell you, you know, you watch them, you know, you scour and watch when them are going with, you know, because I mash up the whole of that to you. Yes. See? So I see the good part, the bad and the difference. I see everything with them doing from back then till now. Have them thing, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I'm going to tell you, say, you can't play with the win, you know. You can't bet the win. You remember the win not take that. None of that. See? So then, the winner can move them to, you know. Yeah, man. The winner can move them. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yes, Carl. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. No, we have to stand up for the poor and needy and burn the rich and greedy, you know. Yes, man. That's not for doing, you know. Yeah, man. You have to stand up for the poor and needy and burn the rich and greedy. You know, you can't be rich and you're good, I mean, you're good. But rich and greedy, you know, like the rich and greedy. You can't have your things that mean you're good, man, you know, no problem. But if you're greedy and, you know, you're stepping up poor people, you can do some little thing. You have a problem. See? Yeah, man. See? Yeah, man, we see the word of this. We see the word of, we have the word of this. Yeah, sir. Hey, sister, what's up? What's up, Maria? Where am I there? I go and beat them. You hear the news at all?
You know something? I came in, you know, and normally I like to get a 5 before I wake up in the night and do my work, because I work late. That's all my people overseas, you know? Time difference. So I noticed my phone, I heard my phone ringing, but I was on deep sleep and I'm like, is that my phone? So I wake up and I see it was Fantastic 5. So I called her back. And she said to me, "When on, them chat price and Dr. Dawes." I said, "What is it?" And here's the thing, you know, for a while now, she keeps saying they have to be careful. Everybody in the People's National Party, from the lowliest of person to the leader of the party, from the leader of the party to the lowliest of person, everybody has to be careful, because we're dealing with a different kind of animal in Jamaican politics right now. If we thought Edward Seago was bad, that era of politics was bad, this is a million times worse. And it is worse because of the level of corruption that is involved, and people don't want to have their dirty deeds aired into the public. So they will do anything to anyone to tarnish other people's name, to make the PNP look bad, to bring down the PNP, destroy. They don't care who and what they use, because this reeks of political attack. This is not something that happens in Jamaica. This is something we read about in other places. something we read about in other places. But we Jamaicans politicians in Jamaica gotta wake up, especially in the PNP, and wake up and realize it's a new kind of animal that is out there right now. And they mustn't eat from anybody. If they did not bring the water from their house unopened, drink from no one. Take nothing from anybody. Because everybody is a suspect, even the person that is grinning and smiling and nodding with you. Everybody is a suspect. And it's a mighty, mighty shame that people will sink so low. Sink so low because it wasn't meant for him. But in a sense, it was meant for him because they were trying to destroy him.
Yes.
And why cause harm to an innocent young woman who has some other want to destroy him by destroying a life? Mm-hmm. That is how low people getting in politics is getting now. Yep. That is how bad and depraved people really are. Mm-hmm. It's a mighty shame. It's a mighty, mighty shame. And if they don't prepare, and if they didn't hire somebody before in their house to be their help and the yard, don't hire anybody right now. And the persons that they have around them, pay close attention to them because a lot of people are easily bought. A lot of them, I said Jamaicans, licky. A lot of them like likes and licky. So they have to, everybody around them has to be treated like a suspect. Because this is utterly disgraceful. Which now, you look at the Jordan Silvera situation. Did he really cause harm to his wife or is he being framed? We have to look at the counselor who passed. Did he die of natural causes or was it nefarious? So all of those, that young man who worked with what's her name, Nita Garvey. Did he die of natural causes or was it nefarious? So every person who passed in the People's National Party, no one has to ask the question, was it under dubious circumstances? Everybody, it has to be questioned. And for him to say that everything he says to the police, the media is repeating it. Which media is he talking about? Which media is he talking about? And that is why there has to be an investigation into a lot of the media houses in Jamaica. Are they doing the job of the people, or are they an arm of the government? Because so many things are happening in Jamaica that the media should be talking about, and they're not talking about. And the question is why? But they will jump onto any little bullshit and talk about it as if it is gospel, as if it's gonna change people's lives for the worse or for the better. When the things that will change your lives for the better, taking them out of the worst or for the worse, they are not discussing those things. But this is an eye-opener, and I hope everybody take stock and realize that, you know something, this is a new day in politics in Jamaica. And everybody must take it serious. The mic that you're using, you know, people have to start investing in their own mic and walk with the mic, especially the leader. Especially Mark Bowling, use nobody's mic. Drink no water provided by anybody except in wife from the yard. Not even if it is bad. I'm sorry to say, but it is very bad. It is bad. Why would anybody want to do that just to tarnish the name of Dr. Dawes? He's somebody's child.
Yeah.
Outside of politics, he's somebody's child. Outside of politics, he's a medical doctor. Medical doctor. You know how many countries would pay to have Dr. Dawes coming out of the country from work now? You know how many?
Yeah, man.
America, Canada, England would pay Dr. Dawes 10 times what he's getting to move to their country and work in their health system. And they are trying to poison, to cause harm to this man. For what reason? What is the reason? And then you cannot trust law enforcement because he is talking to law enforcement. And rather than law enforcement, focus on the task of kind of investigating this to the end. they are bringing news to the media. How can somebody be asking what about the young lady that he took the last? That means that's what they were planning. That's what they were hoping would have happened. But you see, God is man a plan and God is wiping out. And no weapon formed shall prosper. And they're doing all these wicked things, failing to realize that there's a God in heaven who sits high and looks low. And that's why when they talk about Jamaica as a conservative society, that's bullshit. There's some of the wickedest, wretchedest people that you'll ever come across sitting in those churches in Jamaica who call themselves bishop and call themselves pastors and deacons and evangelists. The cruelty that is happening in Jamaica, and Jamaica has more churches per square mile, tells you everything you need to know, that the church is asleep, or the churches know better than the people that they are calling criminals. Because this should not happen, and go and check. It shouldn't happen. It really shouldn't happen.
So can you imagine?
People should be better than this.
Can you imagine when you talk to police one-to-one? Come on, I talk to people one-to-one, you know. Because when we talk to people one-to-one, if me say jump, I mean you jump, me just come to you and say, you me say jump to you. So you're the piece. You understand? So somebody do my thing, and I'm not talking a group, you know. We don't do it. You know, like when someone have much people in a group and you're putting in a group, me not do it. Because I get things from group. So I know better than that. I the 40 years ahead of them, you know. So I have families and doing, I just different. You know, like when I talk to you, uncle, my sister, them I talk, you know. Like you and you understand? You're on 5. Yes. So me not. And that's in a group. We're not talking a group. You know, me not do that. We just do some one-to-one. You understand? So anybody me talk to, I me know what I say. Like, I mean, say something, I know what I say. Tell me, me somebody call me and say,
let me stop 1 second. Let me address this person in the whatever COVID who said leave the church alone. Yeah, because you're part of the problem in the churches in Jamaica. Can't leave the churches alone because the churches are part of the biggest corruption and hypocrisy in Jamaica. Okay? The churches have been too silent on corruption, so it goes unchecked. Because the church leaders are bought and paid for. So I don't want anybody to come and tell me about the pastor, leave the pastors. They are the worst. The pastors are horrible.
And by the way, you can't tell people to leave church alone. You don't do that. You make you lean, man. Don't do that. Church, let me tell you something. You know better than that, you know. Don't you go crusade. You know what is a crusade really? You ever hear about jihad? You ever hear about crusade? Crusade is the only war, you know. Read about your crusade, how much people them actually kill.
Hold on a second. Wait. Before you even finish that, let me take on this person, whatever COVID, whatever lab COVID. The church is not the problem. The people in the church are the problem. And if you're one of them churchgoers, you are the problem. You are the problem. Because when you look, and let's broaden this conversation away from what happened to Dr. Dawes. He's just one of many. And they can do that to Dr. Dawes. I can do it to anybody. But let's broaden the conversation. How many young people, little girls and little boys, are missing right now in Jamaica? Where's the voice of the church? Look at the level of crime in Jamaica. Where is the voice of these church and church leaders who get up and tell you that they're anti-gay and anti-abortion? My body, my business. None of your business. No church must tell me what to do with my body. It's my business. But yes, still, a lot of these pastors are predators who prey on little girls and little boys. Don't tell me that the church must be left alone. Okay? Some of the most unkind and evil people that you come across are in a church on a Saturday or a Sunday speaking in tongues. They're hot and their dress match and them bag and them shoes match. And you'll never outdress them going to church. But when they come outside of that church, their mouths are like open sepulchres. Okay?
So it's
a broader conversation that we're having. That's why when I say, where is the church? Is when you look, where is the church to talk up to politicians and rein in the level of corruption that is going on? Talk to politicians and help to come down off their high horses. Where is the church to say to a prime minister, no, you cannot be running this country when your statutory declarations cannot be certified? Where is the church? And yet they're harping on Mark Golding over nonsense. We need to wake up. We need to wake up. All of them, civic society, all of them sit down there and accept this kind of nonsense. This kind of nonsense. Everybody was calling Dr. Dawes' name on the Jordan University. You remember that though? Everybody was calling Dr. Dawes' name.
That's a foolishness, you know. I'm not telling them leaving name out of some things. I never even knew.
So this is a broader conversation that we need to be having. What happened to Dr. Dawes is a symptom of a bigger problem, Wayne. It's a symptom of a much larger problem.
Yes.
Lawlessness.
Let me give them a rundown. Let me give about the church.
Big problem in Jamaica from every side.
Let me give a little rundown about the church. The church said them children little girl and boys. A lot of them. You know, it's a lot of pastors. Them go Google it right on Jamaica. Or some 13-year-old and them thing them molest. And the boys and girls too, you know. Boys and girls. Yes. And you remember you have Almira way. I mean, I'm convicted 2 times, right? Film gone. You know, if me a pastor, me I say God and everything, and me no want a gun. Me supposed to can't talk to your tremble like a leaf because God with me. What me I do with a gun? That means if you come for rob me, I got back phone, I can shoot you. So all me have God in me I carry gun. So I tell everybody say no, you know, you must not kill and you must not do this. So what me I do with a gun? Where it do? You pull it trigger where it do. If the bullet they catch you, where a pastor do with a gun? These are the things that people then for question. You know, so them coming like some flock, you know. Them just live in a box, you know, like a cocoon where anybody from you put on something, you say, look back, you know what, them leave them all their husband. Yeah. Because they learn at the church and they mash up them life because the pastor tell them say, and the pastor take, because the pastor want to take it, the little daughter, you know, and the little son. So when you know him just get rid of the father. You know, him drink too much, get rid of him don't come to church, and then your husband is. And you leave your father really feel now. And then you get rid of them, and then the pastor start abuse the kids then. You send them as a mom. Send them go a pastor, and pastor do them all kind of things. The other day a pastor night, the woman bought a vagina, say it have been demon and rape her. It's in the paper, when I Google it now, I see it. Demon, and I took demon out, and she get it. And the vagina for 9 to demon.
Right, so we're making this broader argument and asking, how did the society become this way that your political opponent, somebody can seek to cause harm to somebody else just to tarnish his name? But beyond his political career that he's building, he is a medical doctor. Why would you want to destroy that man? He's somebody's child. What wrong has he done to you or whomever you are working on behalf of for that to be done? So when I ask, where is the church? It is part of a bigger conversation. It is part of a bigger conversation. A much wider conversation that must be had in Jamaica because the corruption is out of control. Out of control. And thank God for being on his side. That nothing happened to this young woman, but it happened to him instead. So he was able to, he knew what to do based on his background. He knew what to do, and he took the necessary precautions. Thank God he's still here. But had it worked the way they wanted it to, now, what proof do we have that it would not have been him? Yet you have a Patrick Bailey who somebody died in his house, and he's not the suspect.
According to the police.
Yes, according to the police, he's not a suspect. You see what I'm saying, Wayne? So there has to be some morality in the country.
Yes.
And where are the churches to step up and to demand from the business class and the political directorate and the leaders of society, civil society, where are they to demand better?
Maria.
Because it is out of control, my brother.
Hey, hear this. You remember when them go for real greed, the same convicted Anmila come out and say, that is not the way you anger leaders. So you know, say in them head, them take the people them like them are slave do and them are the slave master do. That you don't go when you anger leaders that way. If you are minister of education, and then you want money missing and that you're built an old woman come then near like a old woman and she say, your wife, let me go open the book in my name and she have the book When they draw more than how much million, give me 30,000. That means you're guilty of something. You know, have it, you shouldn't do that. And this man was supposed to be a church man he's supposed to be a principal and minister. More than greed that, And a little get to you that are lucky, And then criminal and you do not angle leader that way. You don't go for them this way, Leader, they can't lead even Franco. And they're not leader. Even himself not a leader. He could have lead me.
And the thing is, when I'm not going to quantify by saying some pastors are not and many pastors are. That is a given. But I'm still going to ask the question.
Yes.
Where is the church to help to show up to be the moral compass of the country, so that when leaders stray, they can speak up and speak out. Yes. And their voices can be heard far and wide. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because this should not be happening. These are things we read about in other places where dictators are born and bred.
Mm-hmm.
Where dictatorship is the order of the day. We don't hear about these things in politics. You have the political differences, and you deal with it on the campaign trail and a pulpit, but you don't have another person trying to harm them, trying to take another person's life just so you can blame somebody else. How despicable, how degrading, how low one has to be to do something like that. Where's the praying church? Where's the praying church?
Mm-hmm.
Rather than just focus on collecting tithes and offering and minding my body and who gave from who straight, when most of them same pastors, they lean and crooked like what? Talk about the morality that is in front of the lack of morality in front of you. Where's the moral compass? Where is the church to say we need to have a better Jamaica? Where's the praying church? And I'm glad nothing happened to Dr. Dawes, but I'm even happier that nothing happened to this young lady. I'm happy for that, because they were so ready to blame him for something that he did not do. And the JCF, law enforcement, they wouldn't even investigate it to find out how she was poisoned. They would just stop right there and say he did it, They wouldn't even investigate, do a thorough investigation. They wouldn't. Because they too are compromised. They too are compromised. From the top to the bottom, the middle. And if you're a good police, you get punished like as Chairman James.
Yeah.
As long as you're not playing their games, you get punished. Why is this happening? It shouldn't be happening. So now everybody have to be on their P's and their Q's and to make sure they do not eat, drink, associate. He's a medical doctor. He has to know, should he not go to work and wonder about his patients, about the staff that he's working with?
Mm-hmm.
You see how sad you see how bad the situation really is, and the wide-ranging effects of this?
Mm-hmm.
And the police need to do a better job rather than be carrying information to the media. Do your job. And they need to be weeding out those among them who are the bad eggs. Weed them out because they're making them look bad and incompetent and corrupt.
Mm-hmm.
Too much corruption, left, right, and center. There's just a system of corruption that has just gone unchecked in Jamaica for far too long, and it has gotten rotten worse right now.
True. Yes, true, sister. Yeah, man. Yeah, what me gonna do, let's see the 2 minutes I come up, So I cut off of that because I tell them the truth, I'm hungry like a dog, I mean, I was staying. I'm not keep on. I'm a joke. You see me that I carry me. She might run, come give me right. It's a biggie. So, yeah, me show them. When I look at it, me not ramp with me swim. Before me swim. Before it. So.
Yeah. But we just have that not to Dr. Dawes, and the young lady is okay, nothing happened to her. But God, man. In everything we have to trust God. In everything we have to trust God.
Yeah, man.
But then again, faith without works is dead. And they have to wake up. And the law enforcement needs to wake up and do a better job
Yeah, man.
A better job of protecting the citizens.
Yeah, man.
Of protecting the citizens. It cannot continue like this. It can't continue. And whoever do it needs to be held accountable. Blessings, my brother. Big up everybody in the chat.
All right, sis.
Yeah, man. Cool. All right.
Gary, I'm a swimmer on. If you can't remove from Masha, a swimmer on, and about that act here. We have to be that.
You know, Auntie Maria done already?
Yeah, man. She just.
Jesus, nobody want you draft it, Auntie Maria. Remember, I said how the man did come out and say the church not really have no time. Remember, they did ask my question about the Batman. Remember, they did ask my question about the Batman, and he must say the church really not have no say in it no more. So basically, he might take over the church.
Okay.
You know? So if you never got to deal with it in a brother one, it's a prayer that we talk about church. The church one clean up.
No, but it is. You see, look a girl, and them look 12 and 13 year old, and we know that. And I'll be have him gone. Can you imagine now? If you go that mean if you make a little joke like come and see the youth have enough ear and him dry it off and grab gun and then thing. If him grab all and me that phone in that door, him have him gun for him that do shoot him.
I'm going to you know say hallelujah we you know say hallelujah bring back.
Yes.
I'm going to shot him again.
But if you have got in your way, you do that gun, brother.
Where you go?
Where you do that gun? Yeah. If you have got in your way, you do that gun.
If me know say you pass and you have a good man come to your church because you believe not that.
Yeah.
No, you don't believe not God. And if you believe not God, we are good.
Yes.
You can your own spirit.
Yes, you don't need that gun, don't you?
No. Wait, more you hung down that video that's still on me that.
No man, I have no videos, man. So I not feel, but not say nothing else, man. Me draft it. You don't have to say nothing else. I just see my run like a mashup. But me have videos, man. So you know, you want me have videos with. You remember the pastor where I mean making go to prison to come have pressure them in 3 sisters mashup him. Each of them under age. And I want a baby film, she 20 and then she send the next come under 15 in mash her up to. Yeah, and then I want to reach around 17, 18 and she tired. Can give them the cutting and the mother said she never know this. And then she said me that Nicola one now I want 13 foot and then mash up she too. Yeah, about him. And I think that thing going in Manchester thing. So I mean, remember something.
Sometimes a better thing. It was sometimes
going that side. Remember my friend said, no, and then be my little thing. See? So me know them style and them things, so I not play with them. So you know, there are people, people get real. Mankind, this is mankind, a man can put on a little dark color, going in the bed. Hallelujah. And then I say, yes, my father, this and that. And I say, my really start talking, I forgot about 2 of them. You never see me years ago. Come front of me and talk foolishness. I fear of them out. Yes.
Look how we do about this place and we see different nationality. We hear people attack. We don't know what they matter. And I feel them more language. Some people going to church. All of us hand down this and
yes.
We are taxing. We are sick.
English. But I mean, I have foolishness. So, when they want to leave church, and they must not do that. When people attack, when they don't tell them to leave this and want to leave this and that because people have their own experience. Don't do that. Yes, if people make them tell us, remember, Maria have a right to talk about the church and we see what the pastor them are doing. Jimmy Swaggart, who then catch him with not press. Go around Roberts, come to Jamaica, Go there, I must say, up nice 70s, last time they come to Jamaica. Nobody. And let me tell you this. Him did say, God, I kill him if he not get some money to go do something, Wow. And then you have Richard Roberts, his son, they take over the whole ministry and everything. That's it, and you have enough more them kind of people that way, They are Jamaican enough of them parts, so they're not easy, They are not easy. They're not hard. We have to keep it real. And sometimes if I read on the Bible for myself, I want to question people, man. A man can just come tell you something, go look. That's why I like, no tabloid, I like when I can go look up the thing and play things like this. And like a man can come out and say, boo, 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 boo. I'm like, identify things and do my things for a different level. I not play them. I'm not playing with them, no tabloid one. But I'm going to eat me. We're going to do something, you know. So, yeah, man.
All right,
Later. Yeah, man. Make me thing cool out, you know. Yeah, man. Cool out, you know. See around. So, nice, my woman. Beautiful, you know. So, I don't know, so I forgot mash up. Let me even play this now. Let me play this. Let me play this now. Let me play this. Let me play this and play this.
Jamaica Diaspora Crime Intervention and Prevention Task Force, in association with the Global Jamaican Diaspora Council, presents on the 26th of July 2024 Jamaicans and Friends of Jamaica. Join us in conference as we speak against corruption, crime, poverty, failed healthcare, poor education, and injustice in Jamaica. This takes place on the 26th of July at 1320 Ellesmere Road, Ontario, Canada. This conference starts 3 till 10 p.m. Guest speakers on the day: Wayne Lonesome, Will Rattigan, Mystic Sensation, Herb Nelson Jr., Aromatic, Sister Maria, Jamaican Carlos, Dr. Rupert Francis, Jeffrey Tavares, and more. This is going to be a very important event for all Jamaicans and friends of Jamaica. Don't miss this event if you care about our country. Jamaicans in the diaspora, we can make a difference.
Of course we can. I tell me I try touch the swimmer run, but this done quick, man, too fast, man. I'm gonna play that one to no man. Watch this.
Yeah, see, because it's all
right, I'm gonna play that one now.
Jamaica Diaspora Crime Intervention and Prevention Task Force, in association with the Global Jamaican Diaspora Council, presents We Want Change. Jamaicans, Friends of Jamaica, let's raise our voices in protest against corruption, crime, poverty, failed healthcare, poor education, injustice, all that's taking place in Jamaica. Join us for this historic event on Saturday, June the 15th, 2024. This takes place at the Embassy of Jamaica, 1520 New Hampshire Avenue, NW, Washington, D.C. Starts at 9 a.m., finishes at 4 p.m. If you want change for Jamaica, make sure come out and support this cause. Jamaica and Friends of Jamaica. Raise our voice.
Raise the voices. That's on the 15th of this month. Yeah, in Washington. Then next month, 26th, conference. Nice, you know, Herb. But take care of that, man. We have some man, that nice experience. So, you know, now turn up. Now on the numbers. All right. But they have time for me to go mash up night tomorrow. Yeah.
We in lump sum, we a beat it till they are my burn. We now make them get in a them and again. None of them boy, we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomber.
Original quote, they said no, we not take rough up the cook up. From the other day, them face them a puff up. That they three little pig and the unfair off up. If them flip like a fool and leave them get crushed up. Better shut your beat, no speak, you better hush up. Street furniture, everything's a get dust up. Limbs and shove, everything's a get brush up. When you see original Eastman, you must not fuck away. Lyrically inclined, be a metaphor, so no listen to.
Right? Me there, renegade. My time to eat my big, you know. Later, yeah? Me out.